Okay, April 23rd. Welcome to class, everyone. We're going to be doing heart openers today. My invitation is just take very good care of yourself. And the intention that I'm setting for us is that we create space in our hearts, right? This area, this fourth chakra of compassion, love, self-acceptance, because I believe that when we build and fill our own cup, we're able to then give out into the world. And that said, there's also this aspect of moving out energetically, emotionally, anything that isn't in resonance with who you are now and who you're choosing to become. And so go ahead, take a seat in Sukhasana. And if you need to place your tush on top of something to drop your knees a little bit lower than your hips, please do. That's going to support you in just feeling maybe a little bit more comfortable in this moment. And as you take a seat, place your hands down on your palms down on your knees, on your thighs, facing down. Soften the windows of your eyes or gaze slightly down to the floor. Take an inhale through the nose. And through your mouth, let it go. Inhale deeply through the nose. Through your mouth, let it go. Soften your lips to touch unless you feel drawn to exhale a few more times out through your mouth. And when the gaze turns inward, we return back to our own innate wisdom, our light. Allowing this time to be for you. Whatever that means for you. Become aware of your physical body, presencing yourself to the best that you can in this moment. And if you find that you can't, that's not a problem. We don't have to add a lot of meaning to it. We allow ourselves to unfurl and unfold in this now new moment. Begin to bring breath to your lower belly area and allow your tailbone to soften to gravity as the pelvic bone tilts slightly up, creating an opening, a receptivity in your pelvic bowl. Maybe your breath begins to deepen. Feeling it spreading across your clavicle, reaching your shoulders to either side of the room. The chin draws in just slightly so the nape of the neck is nice and long. Again, we turn inward to our own light, our own grace. And go ahead, place your left hand on your heart and your right hand over your left, please. And if you need to, you can open your eyes. What we're gonna do is we're gonna take an inhale through the nose. And exhale, we're gonna press out from our heart and extend our hands forward as if we're releasing out something, anything that doesn't serve. So we're gonna do that a few times together. Take an inhale through the nose, fill it up, soften the windows of your eyes again. As you exhale through your mouth, pressing out anything that doesn't serve you. Self-judgment, self-shaming, let it go. Shh. Inhale deeply, pull your hands back into your heart, returning back to yourself. Exhaling out any maybe expectations or pressure you feel from life or from others or from your own identity from your past. Inhale deeply, bring your hands back into your heart. Exhaling out anything that may be there that you're not even aware that's there. Maybe it's cords from other lifetimes or cords from this lifetime holding you back. Inhale one more time, we do that together. The final exhale, just exhale anything out, known or unknown, just let it go. Exhale it out, exhale it out, exhale it out, exhale it out, exhale it out. And then bring your hands back into your heart center, palm meeting palm. We honor one another for this moment. We honor ourselves for choosing to show up for us. May this practice be a very personal practice. May we meet ourselves where we are with tenderness, with compassion, with kindness. One Om, exhale your breath out, please. Take a very big inhale. Om. Setting your own personal intention. This is your touchstone to come back to when your mind wanders, and expect it to. Bow your forehead to your heart, sealing your intention. Release your hands down. Take your blocks away and place and come all the way down onto your backs, please. Preparing for bridge pose, bend your knees, and if you reach with your fingertips, you can kind of feel your heels. Yeah, the hands are to the side of the body. The feet are facing directly forward underneath your hips, and the knees in the direction of the sky. We're gonna root our feet down to the earth, root the head down to the earth, and as you inhale, begin to peel your tailbone, lower back, maybe mid to upper back, and then exhale from the upper chest, from the back, from the mid back to the lower back, down to the tailbone, release it out on your exhale. Inhale, press into your feet, let the tailbone, mid back, lower back, lift off the floor. Exhale, lower down. See if you can lower down from the back of the heart down to the floor slowly, like a wave. We're gonna do 2 more on our own. Using your breath, rooting into your feet and drawing the inner thighs like there's magnets on your inner thighs, drawing them in as you press, lowering down slowly. 1 more time like that, meeting up at the top, pausing, pressing your back of your shoulders into the floor, pressing your feet into the earth, reaching your knees forward. Now listen closely as you root your feet down, energetically pull your heels towards your glutes. You're gonna feel your hamstrings turn on. Keep pressing into the back of your shoulder, keep pressing your head into the mat, keep pulling your heels in towards your glute, your tushy. Inhale here, exhale slowly, 1 vertebra at a time, lower all the way down. Keep your feet where they are, just bring your hands to robot arms. If you're not sure, look up. You're bending your elbows, your hands are off the earth, and your palms are facing forward toward one another. Root into your feet, root into your elbows in the back of your head. Start to raise and peel your tush, middle back, upper back off the floor. Press your feet down, pull your heels in towards your glutes again. Release your hands down if you want. Maybe walk your hands toward one another, clasping your hands. Press the back of your shoulders into the earth. Keep pulling the heels in towards your glutes, squeezing your inner thighs, rooting the feet down. 2 more breaths. Releasing your hands if they're clasped, slowly lower down all the way. Roll to your right side, press yourself up, come to a seated position, please. Back to Sukhasana. If you need to place your tush back on something, please do. Go ahead, take your arms out to the side, palms face toward the sky. Inhale, reach your arms up high. Pause here, breathe. Draw your front ribs into your back body. Reach through your arms. As you exhale, the right hand comes down to the earth, come onto your fingertips. The left arm reaches up and over to the side of the room. Tap your left hip down toward the floor, really root it down. You can even start to bend into your right elbow. Maybe your head and your chin drop or start to sway a little bit up and down. Just inviting. This is your practice, your time. So really take very good care of yourself. Stay here for the exhale. Inhale, reaching both arms up high to the sky. And change. It's an exhale as you extend your left hand down and you press into the earth, reaching your right arm over. Now really tap your right hip down to the earth like it's crazy glue. Yeah. 2 more very big breaths. Can you draw your right shoulder on your back body more to start to turn your left rib cage in and up to the sky? 1 more breath. Inhale, both arms reach up high to the sky. Exhale, release your hands down. Take your right hand to the side or back behind you. Left hand over to your right thigh or knee. Draw shoulders on back body. Tap your belly in towards your back. And then, keeping the crown of the head reaching, you begin to twist your torso. So you're twisting from your upper back. Your hips are leveling forward as much as possible. Shoulders are drawing on the back body, and you're finding a rooting down of your tailbone to lift the crown of your head. Stay here for the inhale. Exhale, unwind. This time we're gonna bring both arms to the sky. Exhale, coming to it slightly different. You take your left hand behind you, then the right arm reaches over. Inhale here, tone your right belly in, root down your tailbone, crown of your head reaches. Exhale, we take the twist. Stay here for the inhale. Settle and deepen as you exhale. Draw shoulders on back body. Keep drawing your right belly in. Inhale here. Exhale and unwind. Release, take the block or pillow away. Come to a tabletop position. Hands underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. Moving through a few cat-cows together. Inhale, peel your heart forward and really let the shoulders draw in toward one another as your chest shines up. Exhale, press your fingertips into the earth and round your upper body like a Halloween cat as you tone your navel into the sky. A very big inhale, we get to peel our torso forward, our inner thighs spiral in, back, and apart, and peel the heel of your hand back as you do this. Exhale, we round, gaze inward to our own leg. 2 more very big breaths as you continue that movement. It's a very big inhale, peeling up, opening up, expanding up. Exhale, round, press, press, press the floor away. One more time like that, inhale. Exhale, we press, 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 press. And then on your inhale, come to a neutral table. Bend your elbows as if you're going to come into dolphin, but don't. Don't drop your elbows all the way down. And it's not a down dog. You're bending your elbows in. And what I really want you to do is act like you have 2 magnets on your elbows drawing in toward one another. You feel your shoulders wrap away from your ears. You curl your toes under and then start to let your knees hover off the floor. Preparing for turbo dog, press your fingertips into the floor, especially the index and the thumb. Press the floor away. Keep drawing the elbows in, then start to lift your hips up a little bit higher. Start to bring your legs towards straight, but keep your elbows slightly bent. Your elbows are hovering off the floor. You have down dog legs, scooping your navel in, lifting the hips up high. The elbows are hovering and drawing in. Stay here for 2 breaths. Yes, you're getting into your shoulders. Yes, this may be challenging you. 1 more very big breath. Either one arm or both arms at the same time. Press and straighten your arms. Down dog. Without moving your legs, just stay here and breathe for a moment. Focusing on our arms for now. Press your hands down and forward. Squeeze the triceps in. Wrap the shoulders away from your ears. And lift your armpits. Stay here, breathe. Then feel free to move your dog around. Maybe bend one knee, then the other. Pause, breathing here. Settling back to a dog, meeting yourself where you are. Inhale, come higher to your toes. Round forward all the way to plank pose. Exhale, lift your hips up high like a wave, like you did when you were on the floor, but reverse, take it back, down dog. Inhale, from high on your toes, roll forward, the navel stays toned, the back of your heart doesn't settle until the final part of the pose in plank. Exhale, we lift from the navel back, down dog. Uno mas, inhale, come high, roll forward, we pause here, listen closely for the cues. Press your hands down, crazy glue them into the floor. And then as if you're ripping the mat apart with your hands, press down and pull your hands away from each other. Keep that. Now energetically peel the heel of your hand back while you pull your feet forward. Keep all of that, stay and breathe. Feel your belly tone in, the gaze is slightly forward and down, stay for 3. Breathe deeply, pressing hands down and out and then pulling them in toward your feet. 2. Elbows kiss in, slowly lower all the way down to the floor. Reach your arms back behind to the side of your body. Let's face the palms down to the floor to start. Zip your legs up together or keep them hip width apart. Suck your shoulders away from the floor. Inhale, locust variation, pause. Reaching your legs back like one leg. Turn the inner thighs to the sky. Straighten your legs as much as you can. Your hands are pressing down, but your shoulders are lifting up. More breath across your chest. 1 more breath. Listen closely. Keep your legs lifted. Just bring your hands to the side of the body on your fingertips. Elbows are bent back behind you. Inhale, listen closely. As you exhale, the legs can start to lower. And we start to raise our torso up. Inhale for King Cobra. So you're on your fingertips. You're rooting your feet down. You're peeling your heart. Imagine like you're peeling your hands back energetically to bring your heart forward. Elbows on back body. Breathe into the back of the heart for one more big breath. Pelvic bone pressing. Exhale all the way down to the floor. Either pressing yourself up to tabletop or high push-up. Lift your hips, down dog, and breathe. Breathe. The hips are lifting up to the sky, the navel scooping in, and the tailbone is descending back and down to the floor like your heels. One more breath. Looking up to the top of the mat, walk forward all the way. Feet come together to touch. Big toes to touch, heels slightly apart. Exhale, round forward over your legs. Inhale, lengthen your spine halfway, shoulders drawing on your back body. Exhale, bow. Scoop your navel in, maybe shift your weight slightly towards your toes. Inhale, we lengthen. It's just a slight bend in your knees to protect your joints. Exhale, we bow. Listen closely, cue change. Inhale, lengthen the spine halfway, hands on hips, shoulders on back, pause. Root your feet down, lengthen your sternum. Inhale, come all the way up to stand. Exhale, release your hands to your heart center. Inhale, reach your arms up high to the sky. Exhale, chest expansion, draw your tailbone into your body. Draw shoulders on back body, lift your heart. Inhale, reaching up. One more time like that. Really draw your tailbone into your body, root into your feet, and lift your heart up to the sky as you bend your elbows back. Inhale, reach your arms up high to the sky. Exhale, bow forward over your legs. Uttanasana, let it go. Inhale, we find length and space. As you exhale, step back, plank pose, pause. Press your hands down, crazy glue them, they don't move. Imagine like you're ripping the mat apart with your hands. Keep that, 2. Pull the heel of your hand back and your feet forward energetically. Pause here for 3. Turn your breath up for 2. Beautiful work. Exhale, elbows kiss in, slowly lower down. Either do what you did before or clasp your hands if it's available behind your back. Heel of your hand coming toward one another. Root your feet down into the earth to start. Bring your feet together if they have not already. Suck your shoulders away from the floor. Exhale your breath. Inhale, legs come up, torso up. Extend your knuckles off your back and reach them to the back of the room. Turn and spiral the inner thighs to the sky. Bring more breath across your chest. Reach your legs, reach them like you're trying to touch the wall behind you. Listen closely, inhale here. As you exhale, just release your fingertips. And as you inhale, let your feet drop, peel your torso up. Stay here for the exhale. Inhale, one more breath, King Cobra, more feet into the floor as you peel your heart forward. Exhale, bow it out. Heel of hand by breastbone, either up to tabletop or high push-up. Back to dog and breathe. Breathe. Awesome. Return to yourself, just notice. Notice. Yeah. Take a very big inhale. Exhale, step or walk up to the top of the mat, forward fold when you get there. Inhale, we lengthen the spine halfway. Exhale and bow it up. With a flat back, inhale all the way up. Directly to chest expansion. Exhale, tailbone into body as you lift the upper heart, the back of your heart up to the sky. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale and release all the way down to the floor. Shift your weight slightly forward. Inhale, we lengthen. Exhale, press your hands back, step back, plank pose, pause. Feet together to touch. Listen closely, Vashisthasana, the right hand's the foundation, modifications on your right knee, swinging your right foot to the back behind you. Otherwise, you're stacking your feet, or you can take the front foot, top foot, and step it forward. Lift the hips up high, draw your navel in, and listen closely, keeping your hips facing the front where you are, facing forward. Just start to draw your shoulders on your back body, keeping your hips level. Just start to open up the heart to the sky. Stay here for 2. And 1, release down plank pose, feet stay together, we roll to the other side, stacking your feet or dropping your back knee or kickstanding, the hips lift high, find your foundation first. Press your left arm into the earth, take your right arm to the sky, and then bend your elbow, opening your heart, the hips stay forward as you start to open your heart to the sky. Stay for 2. Inhale here. Exhale and release, plank pose. Stay here for the inhale. Exhale, slowly lower down to the floor. Locust pose, clasp your hands. Inhale, legs and torso lift. Exhale, release just your hands. Inhale, release your feet, lift your torso, cobra. This is called rocking horse. Exhale, all the way down to the floor. As you inhale, plant your hands, curl your toes, either knees or no knees. Press yourself up and back. Dog. 2 very big breaths. Very big breaths. Child's pose, please. Just for a few moments, check in with yourself. Come back to your intention. Breathing deeply. When you are ready, down dog. Child's place is a fantastic place to go if you feel you need a moment. Very big inhale. Through your mouth, let it go, please. Inhale deeply. Feet together to touch as you exhale. The right leg from the inner thigh reaches up to the sky. Keep the leg straight, just open the hip and lift the toes higher to the sky. Beautiful, keep rooting your left heel down, then bring your right foot towards your tush, pause, and really turn on that hamstring as you pull the foot even closer. The knees lifting high to the sky. Inhale, extend the right leg, square your hips. Exhale, draw your knee into your nose, round shift the weight. Pull the foot even closer to your tush, pause, round your upper body. Take the leg up high to the sky, a very big inhale. Exhale, draw your knee into your nose. Inhale, take the leg up high to the sky. 1 more like that. Inhale and exhale, knee to nose, round shift the weight, look forward, step all the way through. We're gonna come just to lizard, drop down to your back knee for a moment. For those of you that practice with me, you know I like to go here if we're gonna go into warrior 1. So toe heel your right foot out to the side, your back knees down to the floor. Fingertips walk slightly forward. Press the knife edge of your right foot down to the earth as you squeeze your knee and your foot toward one another. This turns on the muscle bone energy to take it out of your joints into your muscles and really stretching that hip. This, for me, personally, really allows more spaciousness for Virabhadrasana 1. Lengthen your sternum, keep squeezing the legs in, take 1 more very big breath. If it feels open enough, you can start to bend your torso slightly toward the floor. Inhale, start to press into your hands, toe heel your right foot in, bring your back foot down to the floor, so front foot is at 12 o'clock, back foot's about 10 o'clock. Root your back heel down, squeeze your legs in, start to raise your torso up. Keep rooting the back heel down, spiral the left inner thigh to the wall behind you. The tailbone into your body, the pelvic bone up to the sky, and then reach your arms up. Your torso will either be forward, or the more you drag your tailbone into your body, you can start to lean your torso back. Keep rooting the back foot down and draw your right hip into your body. Compress your hips in toward one another. And like someone has their thumb on your right hip, draw your right hip back. Deep breaths. Very big inhale. Exhale, release your hands down, frame your front foot, curl your back foot under, step back, plank pose. Inhale here. Lower all the way down to the floor, preparing for rocking horse. Clasp your hands. Inhale, legs and torso up. Exhale, just your hands. Inhale, all the way up, cobra. However you want to get there, back to dog, please. Inhale here. Feet together to touch. Exhale. Left leg, reach it high to the sky. Open your hip to the side of the room. Reach your toe even higher. Keep that. And then bend your knee, bring your foot to your tush. Turn on that hamstring, turn your breath up. Lift your right armpit from the floor. Breathe. Inhale, straighten the legs, square the hip. Knee into your nose, really round and shift the weight. Pull the belly in, pull the foot, the tush in. The foot in. Inhale, take the leg up high. Knee in, round. Use your fingertips. Press the earth away. Round your upper body. Take the leg up high. Knee into nose, round, shift. Look forward, step through. Toe heel your left, foot to your left. Drop down to your back knee. Pad if you need for your knee, fingers forward. Draw your front foot back and your back knee forward. And just pause here and breathe deeply into your left hip. Meeting yourself where you are. It's very common to be tighter on one side. It doesn't mean anything unless we start to add a lot of meaning to it. Just let it be, let it show up and move where it needs to. One more breath. Inhale, begin to walk your hands up, toe heel your left foot in. Bring your back heel down on the floor, about 2 o'clock on the clock, front foot's at noon. Press your heel down, squeeze your legs in, tack your left hip back, raise your torso up. So right here, really draw your left hip back. Spiral the right inner thigh back, and draw your right hip forward. Now compress your hips in as you root your back heel down. Really draw your tailbone into your body. The back of your heart lifts. Reach your arms up high. Either hands shoulder width or hands together to touch. Very big breaths. If you're choosing to drop your head back, that's cool. Yet, please don't do it at the expense of any pain in your neck. Can you turn the right hip even more forward to the front of the room as you draw your left hip back and tailbone into body? One more breath. Exhale, release. Frame your front foot, step back, plank pose. Inhale. Exhale, lower all the way down, preparing for rocking horse. Inhale, feet together, arms lift, legs lift. Just your hands, release. Exhale. Inhale, feet down, torso up. However you want to get there, back to dog and breathe. Big breaths. Big breaths. Very big inhale here. Look forward, exhale, step, jump, walk up to the top of the mat, forward fold when you get there. Inhale, lengthen the spine halfway. Bow it out as you exhale. Bend your knees nice and deep, fingertips just hovering off the floor. Draw shoulders on back body. Bend your knees so your knees are over your toes or directly over your toes. Your tailbone is drawing down, your belly is drawing in, your pelvic bone starts to turn up. Maybe your arms reach up, Utkatasana, we stay, otherwise hands at heart center. Stay for 3, stay for 2. On your inhale, arms reach up high to the sky with your feet down. Chest expansion, exhale, tailbone into body. Inhale, both arms reach up. Exhale, bow forward over your legs. Inhale, we lengthen. Exhale, plant your hands, step back. Lower all the way down to the floor. Rocking horse, inhale, legs up, torso up, arms flat to reach. Exhale, just your hands. Inhale, all the way up, cobra. Exhale, back, down dog. Inhale, your right leg lifts. Exhale, step it all the way through. Warrior 1 on your next inhale. Root down your foot. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, release your hands down. Step back, lower all the way down to the floor. The same exhale. Rocking horse, inhale, locust, peel up. Exhale, just your hands. Inhale, feet drop, torso lifts. Exhale, back, down dog. Inhale, the left leg reach high to the sky. Step it all the way through. Exhale, turn your back foot flat. Inhale, all the way up, warrior 1. Exhale, warming the body, release down. Same exhale, lower all the way down to the floor. Inhale for locust, lift up, both legs torso. Exhale, just your hands. Inhale, peel your heart up, drop your feet. Exhale, back directly to your right side. Inhale, right leg lifts up. Step it all the way through. Warrior 1 as you inhale. It's a full inhale up. Exhale and release. Take it down, plank pose, lower all the way. Locust, inhale. Just the hands, exhale. Inhale, peel it up. Exhale, back, down dog. Left leg reaches. Inhale, you're doing great. Step it all the way through, exhale. Virabhadrasana 1, inhale, peel it up. Exhale, releasing down. Plank pose, lowering, same exhale. Inhale to the locust. Exhale, just the hands, legs lift higher. And then inhale all the way up, legs drop down, torso lifts. Exhale back, down dog. We stay for 3 breaths. Breathe, stay here, breathe. Cleanse that. Cleanse that. Child's pose, please. At any moment, feel free to towel yourself off. Take a drink, whatever it is that you need to do. Staying very mindful, staying with yourself, and breathe. Beautiful work, everyone. Returning back to your intention. So what happens is the universe abhors a vacuum. We release this energy. What do you want to invite in? What do you want to invite in? Let's capitalize on the new moon that we had yesterday and really draw into our hearts, imagining whether it's internal things we want to create or external. Bring that in. Visualize. Everything starts from imagination. Down dog, please, when you're ready. Pause here, breathe. Respira profundo. Breathe deeply. Very big inhale. Feet together to touch. Exhale. Inhale, lift your right leg high to the sky. Exhale, step all the way through the lunge. Drop down to your back knee. Walk your back knee in so you're stacking. Your bottom knee is underneath your hips. Your right hand's onto your front thigh. Back foot curled under. Okay, listen closely. Press your front foot down into the floor and peel your front foot back to your back knee. Press your back knee down into the floor and draw your tailbone into your body. Keep that and let your back knee hover off the floor. So really press your front foot down, your tailbone's into your body. We're not pressing into the back heel. We're not pressing the back heel down. We're actually drawing your knee, your left knee down to the earth, tailbone into the body. Compress your hips in toward one another. Either stay here or bring your hands to your hips. Stay here, reach your arms to the sky. Stay here for 3, 2, begin to straighten your back leg, settle into your front knee, draw your right hip back, left hip forward for full crescent lunge. Inhale here. Exhale, release your hands down. Turn your right toes in. Prasarita facing the left long side of your mat. Bow forward over your legs. Either your feet are facing slightly forward or tiny pigeon toe in. Inhale, lengthen the spine halfway. Stay here as you exhale, arms reach out to the sky. Lengthen your sternum, root your feet down. Inhale. Stay for the exhale, lengthen your sternum, and on your next inhale, come all the way up to stand. Turn your toes out this time. Nice wide stance. Let's prepare for horse stance. Take your hands on your thighs. Your knees are directly over your ankles, and just start to press your left thigh away as you twist to the right. And doing the same thing to the other side, just inviting your inner thighs to open a little bit. Knees are turned out, toes are turned out, knees are in the direction of the toes. If you need to, manually grab your inner thighs, reminding them to spiral to the sky. Take your arms out to the side. So listen closely to this cue. Draw your heels in toward one another as you draw your knees out. Your heels in toward one another as you turn your knees out. Take your right arm to the sky, bend your elbow so you're trying to reach the back of your right shoulder. Take your left arm to the sky, grab a hold of the front of your elbow, press your elbow back, reach the top of your elbow to the sky, draw your front ribs in, press hand into elbow, elbow into hand. Stay low in your legs, keep the action of pulling the heels in, the knees opening, keep pressing the hand into elbow, elbow to hand, keep reaching the elbow to the sky, and big breaths across your heart. For 3, 2, inhale, both arms reach up high to the sky. Exhale, come all the way to stand. Beautiful. Triangle, turn your back foot flat, seal it so it's parallel to the outside edge of your mat. Front toes face forward, arms reach up to the sky. Extend and reach your torso forward, inhale. And as you exhale, your right hand comes down to shin, floor, or block or water bottle, left arm to the sky. Find your foundation, bone underneath your big toe roots. Seal the outside edge of your back foot. Open that front knee toward your pinky toe. Tap your right hip into your body. And now, keeping your hips facing to the left side of your mat, start to bend your top elbows slightly to open just your heart. Keep lengthening your sternum. Very big inhale. As you exhale, release your hands down, frame your front foot, step back, three-legged dog. Inhale, lift your right leg high to the sky. Open your hip, bend your knee, listen closely. Either stay here or slowly begin to turn your bottom foot. Your heel turns out to the outside edge of your mat. Drop your right foot down. Turn both feet to the back of your mat. Bending both knees. Bend into your knees a little bit more. And then pelvic bone lifts up to the sky to flip your dog. Find the same thing you did before. Press your heels down, draw inner thigh, and reach the pelvic bone to the sky. Stay for 2. Slowly, mindfully, inhale. Come all the way up, back to plank pose. Lower all the way down to the floor. Beautiful work, everyone. Come into Sphinx pose on your elbows, please. You can walk your elbows slightly forward. Draw your shoulders on your back body and root your pelvic bone down to the floor. Breathe. Swing your right hand to the left side of your mat. Your legs are directly underneath your knees. Your right leg stays long, and bend your left knee. Reach back with your left hand like you have a pizza pie in your hand, and take the inside edge of your foot. Yeah. Start to, from here, press your foot down in the direction. If this hurts your knees, please don't do it. I'll show you a modification. You begin to press your foot down to the outside edge of your thigh. For those that want to up level, you turn your right hand down to the floor. Begin to press your right hand in to lift your elbow off the floor. You're pressing hand into foot, foot into hand. If this doesn't work for your knee, turn on your right hip, bend your left knee, reach up to the pinky side edge of your foot, press foot into hand, hand into foot as you reach your pelvic bone forward, but the knee reaches down. Wherever you are, you're getting a nice deep thigh stretch. Turn your breath up. Stay with yourself. 2 more very big breaths. Awesome. Mindfully, slowly release. Let's come to King Cobra. Reaching your heart up, peeling up. Let's stay here for a second with breath. Really draw more shoulders on your back body. Pelvic bone reaches down and back. Exhale, however you want to get there. Down dog, please. 2 breaths here. Inhale deeply. Feet together to touch. Exhale. Left leg reaches high to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, step all the way through. Yes, it's a shortened stance. You grab your foot if you need. Bring it forward. Your foot directly over underneath your ankle. Your back knee is in, directly under your hips. Hands on your front thigh, back foot curled under. Press your front foot down and then pull it back. Turn on that hamstring. Press your knee down, draw your tailbone into your body. If you're not sure, just do a little bit of a pelvic tilt where you stick the butt back like a duck butt and then tailbone into your body, the pelvic bone lifts. Root down the foot, pull the foot in, and then slowly with your hands on your thighs, start to lift the knee off the floor. Let it hover. You're really putting focus and attention on drawing your tailbone in, not pressing your heel back. Squeeze your legs in toward one another. Stay here, arms reach side or to your hips. Stay here, arms reach up. Find length in your side body for 3. You've got this. 2, yes, you're working your quad. Begin to straighten your back leg. Try that tailbone in. Press to your back heel now. This is a nice reprieve. Tuck your left hip back, right hip forward. Beautiful. Release down and forward. Turn to the right, long side of your mat. Bow forward, Prasarita. Inhale, lengthen the spine halfway, root the thighs back. Exhale, arms out to the side. Inhale, come all the way up to stand. Exhale, hands drawn to your heart center, turn your toes out, heels in, settle in. Bending your knees, knees in the direction of the toes. Draw your heels in, knees out, keep that, arms reach up, pause. Pull your front ribs into your back body. Breathe. Bend your left elbow like you're trying to scratch your back. Right arm reaches to the sky. Grab your elbow with your right hand. Pull your elbow back as you press your elbow forward. Draw your shoulder on your back body. If this works for you, press your head back into your forearm. Now keep staying low in your legs, working the heels in and drawing the knees open. That was it. Beautiful. Stay here and breathe. You guys are doing so great. Very big breaths across your heart. Just releasing the arms on your inhale. Exhale, straighten your legs. Yeah, we're coming to the triangle pose. Turn your right toes, your left toes forward, your right toes seal the outside edge of your mat. Arms reach out to the sky. Inhale, find your foundation. Tap your left hip in, keep it there. And then extend, 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 and then down. Open it up. Breathe. Can you find more length from your left hip to your left armpit? Now stay rooted in your legs. Keep drawing your left hip bone in and up to your body, and then keeping your hips level, open the back of your heart. Open your heart to the sky. Very big inhale here. Exhale and release all the way down to a low lunge. Step back, plank pose. Lift the left leg high to the sky. Inhale. Yeah. Open the hips, square. Open the hip rather. Yeah, there you go. Drop the foot to the tush. Pause. Inhale here. And as you exhale, you slowly start to turn the bottom foot toward the floor, toward the back of your mat. Bending both knees. Turn both feet. Bend into your knees to really get your tailbone in. And then open it up. Press your standing arm to the earth, lifting the hip bones high to the sky, the tailbone into your body, squeeze the inner thighs together for 3, 2, mindfully unwind back to plank pose. Pause here for the inhale. Lower all the way down to the floor. Exhale. Beautiful work. Back to Sphinx pose. Swing your left forearm parallel to the top of the mat. Feet are directly underneath your hips. Bend your right knee. Reach back with your right hand. If you're not doing this, come onto your left hip to kick your right foot back. Grab a hold of the pinky side edge of your foot and pull the foot in. If this works for you and you have the access, your elbow starts to reach to the sky as your fingers turn over your toes. Press and root your right knee down to the floor as you press your foot closer toward your tush. Stay here or swing your left hand forward as you press your left hand and start to straighten your arm if your quadricep allows you. Stay here for 3. Stay here for 2. And 1, and we release the leg down. Come all the way back onto your belly. Curl your toes under, ignite your thighs to lift, press yourself up, plank pose. Lower down onto your forearms and breathe. Press your forearms down into the earth. Energetically peel your elbows back as you try to pull your feet forward. Breathe. Breathe. Big breath. Press the forearms down. Pull your elbows back and pull your feet forward simultaneously. Stay for 3, 2. Listen closely, start to lift your hips, press your forearms down and walk your feet in, dolphin pose. Press your forearms down. Wrap your shoulders out and away from you. Scoop your navel in, lift your hips up high, settle in here, dolphin for 3. Any variation that you choose, press those forearms down. 2. Child pose, knees apart, toes together, any hand, arm variation that you choose. Stay and breathe. You're doing so good. So good. Back to your intention, back to your breath. When you're ready, press yourself up, come onto your knees. We're preparing for 2 sets of Ustrasana. Listen closely. We're gonna keep our hands on our hips to start. Knees are directly underneath your hips. I'm pressing my thumbs down to the earth for this. You can also bring your hands behind your back if you choose. I choose to just press my thumbs down. Curling the toes under, and just do this. Stick your booty back for a second, draw your tailbone in. Stick your booty back for a second, draw your tailbone in. Let's keep the tailbone drawing in, but keep the hips directly over. So you're not gonna press your hips forward yet. You're just gonna do an upper back bend, not the lower back bend yet, right? Okay? So squeeze your thighs toward one another, draw that tailbone in, turn your pelvic bone up, knit your ribs in, pause here, breathe, draw shoulders on back body, and as if there were a little angel pulling your heart to the sky, draw more shoulders on back body, draw your chin in, and lift the sternum up to the sky. Stay here, breathe, squeezing your thighs, hips directly over your knees, breathe, find hip length from your hips to your armpits. 2. Inhale, your torso comes up center. Beautiful, we're gonna do that again, but now we're gonna add in, so watch for a second. You bring the tailbone back, the pelvic bone turns up, the tailbone in, and then we find the space. But listen closely, the arms are gonna reach up here. Draw the tailbone in, start to press the hips forward, lifting up. You can also keep your hands down, that's cool. Reaching up, just let your right arm drop forward and then back behind you. Maybe it touches your thigh, your shin, or your foot. Maybe lean your torso back, extend your left arm, squeeze your thighs, tailbone in the body, lift your pelvic bone, press your thighs forward. Inhale, both arms reach up to the sky. As you exhale, swing your left arm forward and then down onto something. Open up the heart, both hands reach your both shoulders on your back body. Lengthen your sternum back. Breathe. Inhale, both arms reach up. Exhale, release your hands down. Press yourself back. Down dog. Beautiful work, everyone. Inhale, high on your toes. Come to plank pose, please. Listen closely. Feet together to touch. Turn onto the right hand, the pinky side edge of your right foot. If you need to, drop down to your bottom knee. We're back to Bashi. You can shorten your stance slightly so your shoulder is directly over your right wrist. Press your right hand down, lift your hips up high. Let your left leg hover off the floor if you choose. Off the leg if you choose. Bend your top knee. Reach back with your top hand, grab the foot or the ankle. Bend your standing leg slightly, stick your butt out, stick your tush out. And then, as you root your bottom foot down to the earth, kick foot in a hand in a foot for baby Kapinchalasana. Press your hips forward. You're rooting your hand down, foot in a hand in a foot. Breathe. Release your foot, let it slowly drop back behind you. Flipping your dog. Again, we turn both feet, lift the pelvic bone high. Lift up, 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 breathe. Unwind, release, vinyasa if you choose. Otherwise, a cycle of breath in dog, and then release down. Onto your hands and knees, take a drink, please watch, okay? I'm just gonna show you, hopefully you can see me clearly. I wanna show you again where we're going here. So, you come to plank pose. I'm gonna show you both options. You drop down to your knees, swing the left foot out to the side. You lift the arm, you lift the leg. From here, bend the top leg, reach back, grab the foot or the ankle, bend into yourself. This is gonna help you get the tailbone into your body. The tailbone draws into your body, kick foot in hand in foot. We open and we stay here and breathe, okay? If you choose to do this in for the full Bashi, lift the hips up. You can shorten your stance. The hips lift up, we take the leg high, bending your knee, reach back, grab a hold. I like to gaze in to get my butt back so that I have space to get my tailbone. Now notice my bottom foot. I'm bringing the foot down to the floor. The knee stays down, not up to the sky, it's down. Kicking kicking, opening from here. Let the foot go mindfully. Turn the feet, press into your feet, squeeze the inner thighs. We open. And then mindfully unwind. Okay, here we go, second set. It's gonna be great. Plank pose when you're ready, please. And make a choice, knee or no knee. Feet together to touch, left hand's the foundation, roll over to your left hand. Yeah, shorten your stance if you choose to. If you're in modification, the right leg lifts up, pause. Yeah, if not, your hips are lifting up. Let the right leg hover off the floor if your feet are together. Bend your top knee, everyone please grab a hold of the foot or the ankle. Yeah, maybe gaze in, round in for a moment, and then draw tailbone into body, kick foot in a hand, hand in a foot. Can you keep the knee aligned underneath your hip instead of kicking it up to the sky? Beautiful, stay here for 3, kick, 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 kick. 2, we're moving slowly into flipping your dog. So if you want to flip your dog, get your knees down, just slowly come back and then do what you did before to get into it. Otherwise, you drop the foot, feet turn back to the back of the room, lift your pelvic bone high, nice, so, and breathe, lift open, breathe, standing arm roots, 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 roots. Unwind mindfully if you choose to take it through vinyasa, meeting back in dog for a breath or 2, and then child's pose. Absolutely stunning. Once you return to child's pose, come back to your breath, come back to yourself. Notice, just notice. Just beautiful. Yeah. And from here, go ahead, sit on up. Let's take Gomukhasana. Cross your right foot over your left. I'll show you forward. Yeah, so from here, I find it easy to come onto my hands and knees, take my right foot, cross it over knee, swing my feet out to the side, flexing the feet so the pinky side edge of both feet's rooting down. If you have a towel, it's great to place it underneath if you can't quite level your hips. Take the flesh away from your sit bone, really root the pinky side edge of your foot down. You want about roughly a hand, a fist length from your feet, or walk your feet out further if you can. Yeah, stay here and breathe. Bow forward if you choose. You want to come to archers on one side if that's accessible, grabbing hands with your elbows up and down, or any other variation that you choose. We stay here and breathe deeply into our hips. I like to bow forward, then press my fingertips down to the earth as I reach my hips back. That just allows a little bit more space, not only into my hip, but into my lower back. If this does not work for you, feel free to come onto your back, please. You can do supine Gomukhasana, crossing your right leg over your left, or you can come into threading the needle, swinging your left shin over your right shin over your left thigh, drawing your right knee forward. Breathe. Wherever you are, big breaths, please. Just beautiful. Breathe. If you find that you've been feeling more inward, more internal, that's extremely common and normal for a new moon energy. And the new moon's in Taurus. And that's very earthly. That's very earthy. It's very rooted, grounded, more inward, nourishment. Self-care in a deep-rooted way, like the things that give you pleasure. Maybe it's good food, good chocolate. So not shaming ourselves when we find ourselves moving through these different ways of being, but meeting ourselves where we are. One more breath. Begin to slowly press yourself up, come back to a tabletop, swing your right leg back. If you want to do a few cat-cows, please do. And then when you are ready, swing your left leg over your right, or you're on your back, taking your hips back, honoring you're not perfectly symmetrical, so you may want to have a towel under one hip even though you did it on the other side. Walk your feet out, flexing your toes, pressing the knife edge of your feet down to the earth, rooting your tailbone down. If you want to take archers, the left arm reaches, and then you take both of your arms or a towel or something. And then, or if you would like, bowing forward, reaching your hips back, looking for space. And breathe. So we have about 7 breaths here, so really just giving yourself space and time to get into the posture. Big breaths. This is sometimes where the mind wants to pull you. Those personal thinking comes in habitual patterns, taking you up the list you have to do, the phone call you have to make, the thing maybe your kid's doing, the sounds that are happening. And can you instead choose to return back to your intention and your breath and allow these last few moments of class to be about you? Practicing, building a muscle for many of us. Attending self first, self-love, self-care is imperative. It's so important. For the more we can and the greater we can contribute to the world, we will feel that much better because our own frequency, our cup is full. Stay here for the exhale. Inhale, come all the way up, please. Extend your legs forward, flesh away from your sit bone, preparing for Dandasana, then Paschimottanasana. Flex your toes toward your face, hands on either side of your body, reaching your sternum up, shoulders on back body. Inhale. Exhale, we bow forward over our legs. Start to walk your hands forward, and if you choose, you can grab onto your shins, your feet, or wrap your hands around your feet, palms facing forward, clasping onto one hand or wrist. Pulling feet into you, like you're pulling your thigh bones into your body. And the elbows, if they touch the floor, they're pressing down, and you peel your heart forward and breathe. Stay here for the exhale. Inhale, release your hands. If you haven't, raise your torso up. And then exhale, slowly reach your fingertips forward, lower all the way down to the floor, please. For supine twist, go ahead, take your right leg into your chest, the left leg's long. As you exhale, take your right leg over your body, stack your hips, and you may want to tack your left hip back. Then go ahead, take your left hand onto your right knee as you open up your right hand to the right side of the room. Draw your right shoulder down to the floor, your heart's in the direction of the sky, and breathe deeply as you tack your top hip down to the floor, to the bottom of your mat, and breathe. Breathe. Stay here for the exhale. Mindfully, slowly unwind. Inhale, both knees into your chest and change other side. Take the right leg long, the left leg hugs in, and we turn and twist the torso. The left arm comes open to the left. The left shoulder moving down toward the earth. The top hip moving down to the bottom of your mat, creating more space. Breathe into your heart. So good, you guys. Stay here for the exhale. Inhale, roll back to center, both legs into your chest. Just check in, is there something else you're really craving? And please take the posture mindfully. You're super open. If you want to do bridge, please do, or wheel rather, please do mindfully. We're going to move into Savasana together. It's 2 after the time, 11 right now. I will take you in Savasana for 2 minutes and then bring you out. If you have an extra 5 minutes, if you can, give yourself this time to assimilate. This is so important, to assimilate this time. Extend your legs out in front of you when you're ready. Cover your bodies if you need to stay warm. Arms open up to the side in a receptive gesture. Feet fall to the side. So I often think about this time as, you know, being a personal growth junkie, if you will. I would voraciously read books, listen to audiobooks, and just keep filling. And I started to see the value of not doing that, of creating space for assimilation, for all of the wisdom that I'm gaining, to really let it rest inside of me so I can really percolate and allow my own innate wisdom to take in what it needs and release what it's not necessary. So that's what this time is for you. In addition to receiving the nurturance, the gifts, the beauty, the unknown, you don't even know what's available, but allowing yourself to maybe get a little bit more comfortable in space, spaciousness. May the long time sun shine upon you. All love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on. Guide your way on. Of course, feel free to stay here. If it's time for you to slowly come out, begin to bring movement to your body, your fingers, your toes. An invitation to keep this intention, to keep this energy with you as you move through your day. Remember, the universe abhors a vacuum. May you fill the vacuum with the feelings and the experience you desire to feel more comfortable with. Maybe that's joy, ease, grace, peace, love, self-compassion, whatever it is. Bring that into your body as you hug your legs into your chest and let that shower over you. Before we turn up to take a seat, just pause in gratitude. It's so easy to focus on what's not working, what's different, what's challenging, what's hard, especially right now. Instead, can you just be grateful for something in your life? Maybe it's the fact that the birds were singing together today. Rolling to your right side, using your hands, pressing yourself up into any comfortable seated position, hands drawn right in front of your heart center, please. Palm meeting palm. Take a very big inhale. Through your mouth, unhinge your jaw and let it go. Divine Masters, Mother Earth, Gurus, Angels, we thank you so very much for this time and space. May we remember that in a moment we can choose. We can choose to put our focus on what's not working, or we can choose to put our attention on what is working. And may we remember that it starts with self. So turning that energy inward, juicing up, energizing ourselves with love, with compassion, with acceptance, and then extending that out onto others. Take a very big inhale and bow forward to the true guru, the teacher inside of your own selves. Hari Om, Shanti, Shanti, peace, namaste. Beautiful work, everyone. I'm unmuting you all. In case you want to say goodbye to each other.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yay.
So lovely. Thank you. Yee.
Thank you.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, good to see you. Oh my gosh. Hi. Oh, I love you guys. This is awesome.
Likewise.
You might feel like open. You might be like, yeah, I love everyone. I love life. Or you might be like, wherever you are perfect, okay? Wherever you are perfect. Thank you. You guys rock. I'll see you next Friday, hopefully, if not before. Love, love, love you. Stay in touch. Don't forget I have a free call every Sunday at 3 o'clock your time. It's all about support during this time and just keeping the vibe high, you know? So if you're interested, reach out to me, find me on Facebook, or find me through the Rakta or anything, okay? I love you guys.
Love you.
Have a
Good day.
Miss you.
Bye.
Bye.